everybody's attention, please. Thanks for coming out today and honoring the next step, the next chapter in Will's journey with the game of baseball and through the game of baseball. Tell you something about Will. When he came in our program in 8th grade, I felt like, man, this kid's a well put together kid, very athletic looking. Thought he was maybe a little raw in the game of baseball, and he was so eager to learn the game. I felt so like a sponge, wanted to be coached. Never met a kid that wanted to be coached and taught and learn and just continue to grow as a baseball player like I have Will. After his freshman year, I can still remember, I brought him into my office and I had to have a talk with him. I wanted to have a talk with him, asked him in, and I told him, I was like, and I don't know why I had this feeling about me, but I just told him, I said, my goal for you, I don't know if you remember this, Will, I said, my goal for you is I want you to work your tail off this summer and this off season. I want you to be my left fielder, starting as a sophomore, and I want you to be in a lineup every day for the next 3 years. And so he did. He worked his tail off like he always did part of that as well. Came back to the sophomore, gave me no reason to take him out of the lineup. And here we are 2.5 years later. And the only reason he's came out of the lineup in 2.5 years is because of the situation I can't talk about because we got females in the room. But put him on the shelf for about 4 games. And I'm going to tell you, having him in the dugout was devastating because it's like sometimes you have to almost beg guys to go get foul balls. But Will, in his little short stint in the dugout, he was going. I looked up, one of our senior leaders, our captains, running after every foul ball, because he couldn't stand. He said, "What are you supposed to do in the dugout?" Because it had been so long since he's been in the dugout. He had no idea how to act, and so I thought that was pretty comical. But this guy's a monster in the weight room. Leads by example. If I tell a kid, or I'll put a workout up there that has these exercises, these amount of sets, at these amount of reps, and I have to say, Coach, give me one kid that you know for a fact that is not going to skip a set, a rep, an exercise, and possibly is probably going to do more. That guy's Will Turner. Okay? Because when we get through, he has his own workouts. The dude does abs like I've told him this before. If I was built like him, I'd never wear a shirt. I'd come up with a reason to take my shirt off every day. You know, and I really mean that. You know, so but he does ab work, and I was like, how many of those Will abs do you do a day? I try to get in about 200. About 10 would break me in half. Okay, tear my shoulders up, rip my abs, and so he's just a phenomenal physical specimen, and he has developed himself through all this hard work, competing, trying to get better as an outfielder, better as a base runner, better as a hitter, and then obviously getting stronger while his fundamentals are developing, and now the ball does something special off of his bat because he's physically gifted through the weight room.
Okay, we're here with Will Turner, Tipton-Rosemark Baseball, but future Christian Brothers Buck. How does that feel? How does that sound?
Oh man, it's a great opportunity I've been given. I'm so excited to get there and start working with everyone. It's a long time coming for me. I've looked forward to this moment for a very long time, since I was a little kid, so it means a lot to me.
You mentioned hard work that you got in your future, but hard work has gotten you here today. You start off in the Millington Rec League, now at Tipton-Rosemark, setting all-time records in the top 10 in a lot of categories. How much hard work have you put in to get to this point?
Oh, a lot of it goes unseen for sure. A lot. The weight room's been a big help for me. You really have to grind it out in the weight room during the summer and then the late fall. So it's been a big help for me for my hard work.
And you have to have a platform in order to have hard work. Coaches, family, friends help get you here. But it starts with mom and dad. They were sitting next to you a second ago, sharing this moment with you. Talk about how they help you get here, not only financially, but in the time that they invest in you.
My parents have been one of the biggest inspirations my whole life. They've pushed me when I've been at my lowest and just pushed me to get to where I am now through baseball, through life, academically, and just overall.
And the academics are there, you're going to Christian Brothers, so we can assume that the ACT score is solid, over 3.0 in the GPA. You know, so talk about being a student athlete, because Coach Smith talked about your work in the weight room, how disciplined you are there. Mom and Dad talked about how disciplined you are in the classroom. Talk about that aspect of Will Turner.
I just try to do the right things on and off the field, especially in the classroom. I try to set an example to everyone around me. So that's really what my main focus is.
And like Coach alluded to, you're vital to the lineup in the dugout. You're an outfielder, your bat's on top of the lineup now. How does it feel that you're counting on for that kind of leadership?
It feels good to know that I'm needed somewhere. It's a great feeling. I've always looked up to the ones before me, like Alex, Langford, Corey Mitson. They really set an example for me to get to where I am now.
Some others who have set an example, I'll throw out some last names: Alexander, Curtis, Irwin, and Flynn, all Christian Brother Bucks, former Tipton-Rosemark Rebels. You add yourself to that list. Did that play into your decision?
It didn't. Well, of course, Tyler Flynn goes there now, but really this was just my choice overall, what they had to do.
So why Christian Brothers?
It's really close to home. That's something I really looked in when going to college. I love the atmosphere there on campus. Love the coaches, players. They're all really nice. Been good to me. So.
Okay. So this trend that Will has started continues, where the hard work keeps going. Where will you be in a couple years, and in 4 years you go?
I hope in 4 years I'll have a degree from Christian Brothers.
Good answer.
Have a job somewhere, a steady job, have to start a career.
Hey, I had to throw this question in. Coach kind of talked about it too. You want to do any modeling on the side, or you might see you on a magazine? Or?
No, probably not.
Okay, well,
maybe.
That might be a fallback plan for Will.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking time with the Millions and Start.
Yes,
Congratulations on going to
appreciate
Christian
it.
Brothers. Thank you.